shall become their bride.
โอเคนะครับก็ขออนุญาตกลับสวัสดีทุกท่านนะครับอยู่กับผมเมฆกับในเกม The Full Model Fest อีกแล้วนะครับผมเอาละวันนี้อยู่กับนิกอยู่กับ BMW Legacy Playlist อีกแล้วนะครับผมมามันจะเป็นยังไงดูนะครับได้ไปผมก็ได้ลืมบอกเขาเลยว่าผมได้ไปได้ไปผ่าตามาตั้งแต่3 วันที่แล้วนะครับแล้วก็ผมได้ยืนยันขั้นตอนท้ายสุดในวิดีโอของ YouTube แล้วนะครับผม
But if you ask me for my personal opinion, it should be a BMW 3.0 CSL. And it was the very first car as a BMW Motorsport GmbH tuned for professional racing. In every facet it's very interesting and amazing. It was, for example, the most successful touring car of the 1970s. It was the very first car to wear the famous M stripes. So this is the real starting point of the whole legacy of BMW M. This is such a great heritage and legacy.
Woo! โอเคมันจะเป็นยังไงบ้า BMW โคตรล้วนเลยมาแล้ว
Alright, let's do this. Eyes up, stay focused, and put in the best possible performance. You've got to live up to this car's reputation. She's a legend, you know. Okay. It's probably something you hear quite a lot at Motorfest, I know, but you gotta believe me. After BMW became popular in the 60s, their cars were more and more used by private motorsport teams, but they still didn't have their own racing division. So they started one in 1972. They called it BMW Motorsport, simply BMW M now. And that was their first car, the 3.0 CSL. And I mean, what a car! First off, she's absolutely stunning. Look at the iconic M colors on her body. Look at her shapes. Look at the perfection of her design. And more importantly, she's so light and powerful, she won 6 consecutive European Championship titles. Yeah. She's the most impressive of her times, and I can't believe how lucky you are to feel her in action on such a beautiful racetrack. Oh, and I'm Anna, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I've been racing professionally for 10 years now. More if you count the karting when I was a teen. As you may have guessed, I have a soft spot for BMW. That's why I've been asked to host this playlist. I've never raced for them officially, though. But life's long, so who knows?
Okay, มาละมีอะไรเอ่ยเป็นรถอะไรเอ่ยโอเคมอเตอร์ไซค์
Here we go. I bet you didn't expect to ride a motorcycle for the
BMW
second half, did you?
แค่รถมอเตอร์ไซค์
But actually, bikes are a really important part of BMW history.
ผม
Did
ก็
you
ชอบ
know
มอ
the
เตอร์
first
ไซค์อยู่
ground
นะ
vehicle they ever built was actually a motorcycle? It was in
พ่อผมมาตอน
1923.
ทำงานไงล่ะก็คือ
I know, I sound nerdy right now.
รถมอเตอร์ไซค์ของพ่อคันแรกก็คือ Honda ไงล่ะ TCM ไงล่ะแต่รถคันที่2ก็คือ Honda EV ไงล่ะน่าจะจำไม่ผิดนะจะเป็นรถมอเตอร์ไซค์รถไฟฟ้าไงล่ะรถซุปเปอร์ไบค์โอเค
Superbikes are extremely powerful technologically motorcycles that are relatively light for the speed they can reach. They're designed for both track and road use. And yours is the 2015 edition of the S1000R.
รุ่น
It's still pretty great, as you can see for yourself. But since then, they've released many more powerful editions.
มา นั่นรุ่นเก่าจริงๆนะเนี่ยมอไซค์ในปี 2015เบาหน่อยเบาได้เบาอีกโอเคมีรถอะไรเอ่ยที่เปลี่ยนมีรถอะไรเอ่ยมาโอเคมีเสร็จคอมพลีทละโอเคจะเป็นรถเลสซิ่ง
Hybrid V8 Hybrid V8 What a beast Released in 2023 this car has been built for endurance races such as the 24 hours of Le Mans my area of expertise
อ๋อ24 ชั่วโมงการแข่งของลีแมนน่าจะผมรู้อยู่นะลีแมนน่าจะเป็นการแข่งในตลอด24 ชั่วโมงแหละน่าจะจำไม่ผิดชื่ออย่างคุ้นอยู่เคยเล่นแต่ GT4 มาก่อนอ่ะการเซสโมภาค4อ่ะแต่มันก็ไม่ผ่านไงล่ะ
An endurance car has to strike the right balance between performance and stability. They must go as fast as possible and yet be able to hold up over time. And the same goes for you. If you're the racer inside the car, you must stay at the top of your game for a very long time while constantly making strategic choices.
Right.
But today we're only doing a short race, so never mind that. Just focus on being the best. The Hybrid V8 will do the rest.
บ่าเดี๋ยวชนะแล้วครับผมจะว่าไปที่ออยชายอ่ะได้เล่นเอลเดนลิงแล้วนะครับแบบคอมแรงๆนะครับผมเพิ่งไปดูมาก่อนตั้งแต่3 EP แล้วนะครับผมโอเค
And that's it for the first glimpse into BMW's history. A real time travel.
โอเคชนะแล้วโอเคM3
The BMW 3 Series is the core product of the BMW AG. It's all we are talking about. And the BMW M3 E30 is the peak development of this whole series.
E30
If you talk about the sport evolution, it's a very special car.
รถรุ่นพิเศ
It's
ษ
much more lighter than the normal BMW M3. It has more horsepower.
โอ้
And it
รถ
was only
แรงม้าอย่างเยอะ
available in 2 colors.
อ๋อมี
So
แค่
these are
2
all
สี
aspects which make the car very special.
ของผมรถคันนี้น่าจะมีอยู่นะตั้งแต่ผมได้เกมนี้มาแล้วแหละตั้งแต่เดือนเมษายนนู่นเลยแล้วก็แต่งรถไปด้วยโอเคนี่จะเป็นยังไงเอ้าโอ้โหแซ
Now
ง
with
ไป
the
เลย
M3, we're touching on an important part of BMW's history, the 3 Series, the face of the brand. So, as you may know, since the early
ใช้ใน
70s,
โตเหรอ
BMW has been dividing its models into 8 different series. The 3 is without question the most popular of them all.
แม่งวันในจอผมมาแล้ว
The one you're driving is the E30. It's the second in this prestigious line, and an instant hit in 1982. Not just for car enthusiasts, no, but for the mass market as well. They sold over 2 million. That's huge, especially since they weren't cheap.
รถ 1,993
This car deserved it. It truly did. For sure, it was the most powerful sedan available at the time.
รถ BMW E30 น่าจะเป็นรถ4 ประตูใช่ไหม
So, when BMW Motorsport needed to put a new car on the track, It was obvious they would create one based on the E30 and make it even
อ๋อ
better.
E30 โอเค
And that's how we got
อย่า
the
ดิบ
first
อย่าดิบ
M3 ever.
อย่าไหล
We spoke earlier of the success of the 3.0 CSL, but it was nothing compared to what this car achieved. She's simply the most successful touring car in motorsport history. She has more than 1,400 victories. Yeah, I promise you.
1,400 การชนะ
She won everything. Rallying, endurance racing, but also BMW's most beloved tournaments. The DTM, the
DTM
German Touring Car Championship. The funny story is that BMW had to build 5,000 street legal cars and sell them to the public
รถที่
just
ถูกกฎ
so
ห
they
มาย
could compete.
หรือว่าอะไร
And they did it. But they were skeptical at first because they thought it would never sell. Of course, they were wrong. They sold 3 times more than expected.
อ๋อ3 ครั้ง
Whatever the model, the E30 has left its mark on a generation. She's loved by underground communities for
อ๋อ
tuning,
รถใต้ดิน
for drifting.
การ
But
ดิฟ
you can even see her on album covers
อ๋อ
and
อัลบั้
rap
ม
videos. She's a cultural phenomenon.
เพลงแรปวิดีโอ อย่าไหลโอเคถึงชิปพอยต์พอดีเลย มาช้าแล้วเอาชิบหายจะไปไกลอยู่
Great run. It's wonderful to see this car taking over the roads of Maui.
ได้มีเสร็จชนะแล้วได้รถบัมเปอร์ด้วยมาแล้วรถอะไรเอ่ยรถ1 ประตูโอเครถ2 ประตูดิรถ2 ประตูดิถ้าจะไม่ผิดพูดผิดโอเคมันจะเป็นไงแล้วก็มีรถ BMW ที่มีส่วนผสมด้วยนะ
The Z4.
C4 ไงล่ะ
For a few moments, let's put aside vehicles designed for extreme racing and enjoy just driving for the pleasure of driving. I mean, you still have an aggressive opponent in this race, of course. Where's the fun without one?
มาแล้ว
BMW Z models are what we call roadsters. 2-seaters made for relaxing
รถ2 ที่นั่ง
appreciating the scenery and the thrill of speed. And look at that. We just have the perfect spot and the perfect weather to enjoy this ride. The only thing you're missing is the wind in your hair. But you are driving a coupe cabriolet, so I guess you could theoretically enjoy the open air if you wanted to. Your car is the Z4 E89, a very cool model for 2 major reasons. Number 1 is the very first BMW to have been designed by 2 women, Juliana Blasi for the exterior and Nadia Arnaut for the interior. They wanted to break the classic roadster image with a car inspired by the human body, athletic and beautiful, designed for all driving enthusiasts. And number 2, the E89 has indeed been adapted into a real racing car, the famous, beautiful, and successful D4 GT3. That's an obvious part of my passion for this car. I own the car you're driving. And did I forget to tell you that? I know what you're thinking. It's not as sporty as the others, and that's true. But on weekends, where I'm far away from the races, it's the perfect car for open roads.
เอ้ยเฮ้ยอย่าไหล
Described her as an expression of freedom. Would you say the same?
Okay. มอเตอร์ไซค์มาท็อป3
That's what I call a jump. I'm glad you survived that one.
เอ้าล่วงพอดีเลยเอ้ย
Hold on tight. The descent ahead is more dangerous than it looks.
โอเคเบาหน่อย
Awesome. It's for these unique moments that we all like to go off-roading from time to time. I gotta admit, it's not where I'm at my best, but I really wanted to get off the beaten track at least once during this playlist. BMW and off-roading have a strong history. They were famous in the Dakar Rally in the
แล้วก็
80s,
ใน
and
ยุ
they've
ค
been building
80
bikes designed for the wilderness ever since. Your ride is one of them. It's an R1200 GS, and at BMW, every bike
GS
marked with the GS letters is a bike made for adventure.
อุณหภูมิภัยโอเค
And adventures, they can happen anywhere, you know? On the edge of the unknown or just on the street from your house.
เฮ้
So they
ย
need to be prepared for every occasion. They're built for both city riders and budding explorers. Well, to be fair, this one's being prepped by Motorfest, so it's a little more suited for the extreme conditions than the ones you could find in a regular shop. But
ใจ
you
เย็น
see,
โอ้โหมาแล้วเป็นไงอุ้ยเบาหน่อยประมาณนี้โอเคอีกนิดนึงมาหน่อยสุดท้ายแล้วโอเค
you're not doing too bad.
โอเคมารถคันนี้ต่อไปนี่รถที่แต่งนะครับแต่งมาให้
Look at that lineup. We're up against BMW's finest, a collection of some of the latest M models. See that white car? That's an M8, a 625 horsepower monster made for everyday use. And the dark gray one over there? An M5 CS. We'll talk about her later, but let's just say that this series has been producing missiles since the 70s and is not about to stop. The other ones are M2s and M4s. They come from series born in 2013 and 2014.
อ๋อ2013กับ2014
Racing them is gonna be tough. The road is narrow with a lot of sharp bends and not many places to accelerate. Overtaking here is a challenge. You have to use the occasional straights with guts and confidence. Clearly my kind of track. To give you a fair chance of winning, we put you behind the wheel of the fastest production car BMW has ever made, the M4 CSL. Yeah, you heard me, a CSL. BMW only made 3 of these in 50 years. The first one was the 3.0 you drove earlier, and this is the third. And to make it even more prestigious, you can even notice a special emblem on her body celebrating BMW M's 50th
อ๋อ
anniversary.
ฉลองครบรอบ50 ปีรู้อยู่นะอย่าไหล
The real question is, does she live up to the CSL legacy? Well, she hits 200 kilometers per hour in only 10 seconds and holds the BMW record on the famous Nürburgring circuit. What more is there to say? You better win with a car like that.
มาแล้วถึงชนะแล้ว Okay.
Competition, sport, and lightweight. I hope you felt that DNA at every turn.
Okay. BMW รถ i8 มาแล้วครับผมเอาลองจากครับมาแล้วครับผมต้องขับให้ไวนะครับ
Okay, be careful. This outrun requires your utmost concentration. One mistake or two, and you're sure to lose. Stay sharp.
ดูแล้ว
I won't distract you too much, but I still gotta talk about that spaceship you're driving. Yeah, I'm sorry to call it that, but I'm sure you were thinking the same thing. And hey, I don't mean it in a bad way. I love the way she looks. The BMW i8 is a car that stands out from the crowds. It's actually hard to believe she's indeed a production car and not just a concept. Like, it's crazy how futuristic she looks, even though she was revealed more than 10 years ago.
โอ้10 ปีมาแล้ว
The contrast of her colors highlights all her curves. And there's something about the way she's shaped that makes her intriguing and elegant at the same time. I'm glad the sun hasn't fully risen yet, because I find her even more beautiful at night. Those U-shaped taillights give her so much personality.
โอ้เฮ้ยดิบอุ้ยแรงอ้าว
You might be wondering what's the story behind that car. Well, it all goes back to the early 2010s when BMW I was created to develop a range of electric and hybrid vehicles within the
รถ
brand.
ไฟฟ้ากับไฮบริด
Only 2 models came out of it, the compact i3 and the i8, the sports car you're driving.
เอ้ยเอ้า
Be kind, rewind.
There were never any others because they updated their strategy. Rather than creating a separate lineup, they now implement their technologies into their main series. A smart move, I guess. But I would have loved to see more cars like this one.
เฮ้ยตีนเอาเบาๆหน่อยเฮ้ยอุ้ยเกือบไปแล้วครับผมเหลือ60 วิมาแล้ว
Congrats! I knew the clock wouldn't outrun you.
Okay, เป็นสนามสุดท้ายแล้วมันจะเป็นยังไง
BMW M is a sort of brand shaper for the whole BMW AG, because the image and the reputation BMW M has created is always related to sportiness and to peak performance. One of the hugest separations between maybe other manufacturers is the fact that a BMW is always sporty. The customer expects a sort of sportiness. He wants to drive it, he wants to feel the passion behind the wheel. And this is BMW.
อ๋อ BMW มันจะเป็นยังไงจะว่าสนามมันไกลๆไหม
Get ready. The weather is perfect for
นั่น
going on
ไง
a long
ว่า
road
แล้
trip.
วสนามยาวจริงด้วย
We're putting 3 BMW MCS to the test over very long distances, and it's your job to drive them one after the other. You remember what CS means? It's competition sport.
competition
the
sport.
sportiest editions of BMW M.
เฮ้ย รถ NPC ผมมาจากไหนวะเนี่ย
As you can see, we didn't even bother to close the roads, so you'll have to deal with the traffic.
Bro.
But you have no trouble dodging it, right?
วิวิวถลอกเลยเกือบจนได้ระวังรถ APT ไม่มองอะไรก็ไม่มองเฮ้ย
That wasn't an easy start, but you managed it like a pro. You've probably recognized the car you're driving. It's the M5 F90 CS, the one you went up against a bit earlier. The 5 Series is the oldest in the history of BMW. Not the oldest car, of course, but the first series they launched when they started this classification in the 70s. It's just crazy how much power there is in a car like that. She weighs almost 2 tons, and she's over 5 meters long. And in spite of that, she has 635 horsepower and can reach 100 kilometers per hour in only 3 seconds. For a sedan? Wow. Like, imagine taking your kids to school with this. The temptation to step on the gas is way too strong. She might be too dangerous for your own good. However, her design is, well, let's just say it's not my favorite, but I see why people love it. It's just not sporty enough for my taste. But I must admit, I love the golden bronze color they added to the rims and front grille. That's her signature. It's so cool.
มาอุ้ยเพียมอยู่รถสีเขียวอุ้ย
And now we have an M3 G80 CS from 2023. We've come a long way since the E30. Don't you think it looks a lot like the M4 CSL? On the front end, mostly. Well, that's normal. Actually, the 3 and 4 series share the same engine and chassis base. Before 2014, the 3 series models were released in a large number of variations. Like, too many variations. So, ultimately, they decided to make things clearer. On the one side, there's the 3 series with sedans and estate cars, and on the other, the 4 series with coupes and cabriolets.
Okay, wait.
And that's the main difference between the two.
ไปผิดทาง
What do you think about her design? Personally, I love how aggressive she looks. The size of the double kidney grille divides BMW fans, but I think it gives her so much character.
เออไปทางลัดนี่ เร็วมาแล้วเฮ้ยต้องเอ้ยเอ้า
One more time.
โอเคอ่าบะหมี่โอ้โห
And finally, the icing on the cake.
รถ
The brand new
2025
M2 G87 CS from 2025.
อืม
And you can try her here exclusively for the first time. BMW are so proud of her that they regard her as part of the BMW 2002 Turbo Heritage, and now it's one of the most beloved cars of the 70s. So, does she deserve this honorific comparison? I'll let you drive her for a bit, before giving my opinion.
เอ้ยไหลอะไรนะเนี่ยไหลนั่นหนา
No shame in trying again.
โอเคเอ้ยเฮ้ยอย่า มาแล้วอย่ารถ NPC กำลังจะมาโอ้ยเกือบโอ้สนามยาวจริงด้วยได้ดาวถูกผมเดาถูกแน่นอนน่าจะไลค์ที่แล้วไงล่ะมันเป็นของ Liberty Walk นะมั้ง
Look how fast she can go. She's obviously the fastest M2 ever. But what I love most about her is her uncompromising design. People will be divided just like the M3 and M4, but I'm a fan. I mean, look at this. It's her production form, and it already looks like a professional tuner has fitted her with one of the coolest kits around.
NPC กวนมากเลย
It's probably too soon to say, but I think she's my fave. Among the three of them, of course. I think it's simply more fun to drive.
Mà đã ít nương Ui. Chạy chả nào đâu
Yes! BMW M2CS, a legend in the making.
15 นาที
You've yet to claim your reward, driver.
แล้วโอเคมาแล้ว
You already know very well the Batmobile.
รถแบทไปวิวหมดด้วย
I don't mean the one from the movies. I'm talking about the 3.0 CSL. That was its nickname in the 70s.
อ๋อยุค70โอเคได้อะไรเอ่ย
It was called that because of its aerodynamic spoiler. And a little fun fact, that spoiler was also featured in the street-legal version of the car. But to be allowed to sell it in Germany,
อ๋อขายใน
BMW
ป
had
ระ
to
เทศเยอร
deliver
มัน
it in the trunk. The customers had to mount it themselves. I can't wait to see you explore Hawaii in this historic car.
อะไรมันหล่นน้ำเนี่ยออกมาละโอ้ my god รถสวย ได้รถคันใหม่แล้วผ่านแล้วนะครับผมจบไปแล้วนะครับเป็นผมขอเอาเป็นชาวลิสแล้วกันมีสเตจเลกาซี่อ่ะไม่ต้องพูดถึงนะแต่ว่ายังไม่ได้ผ่านให้หมดเลยนะมีสเตจเลกาซี่อ่ะแต่ว่าน่าจะยังไม่ได้ผ่านสักทีเลยนะครับมันมีรถนะมั้งยังไม่ได้มีรถไม่ใช่ดิที่แจกอันเดอร์โกลไงล่ะรถรัวเลยอะไรอ่ะมองไม่เห็นเลยอ๋อใช่นี่ก็ไม่ใช่อันนี้ก็ไม่ใช่ถ้ามันไม่มีอันเดอร์โกลวะเนี่ยมีแต่รถปลดแต่งนะมั้งอันนั้นชุดอันนั้นแว่นอันนี้ก็แว่นน้องเอาไปดูหน่อยสิมีอะไรกดผิดอันนั้น made in Japan สติกเกอร์กัน vintage chocolate แต่ว่าเดี๋ยวค่อยไว้เล่นหลังไว้แล้วกันแล้วก็เล่นเกมอื่นอย่างเช่นแต่ครูภาค 2นะมั้ง
Always at your disposal.
โอเคนะครับก็เพียงเก็บแค่นี้ไว้นี้ก่อนนะครับแล้วก็อย่าลืมกดไลค์กดแชร์กดซับสไครป์สักกระดิ่งนะครับผมแล้วไว้เจอกันในคลิปหน้าต่อไปนะครับผมเหนื่อยมากจริงเลยเอาละGood afternoon, good evening and good night กำลังรอเพลย์ลิสต์ใหม่ๆตั้งแต่เดือนน่าจะเป็น NASCAR นะมั้ง
1, 2, 3, Hitman.
Don't stop the beat alright. I'm gonna let you go. Don't stop the beat alright. I